Hello folks, Y Guy here again, and I want to welcome you to my beautiful home, my beautiful log home sitting on 20 acres in the middle of a forest on top of a hill or a mountain. I'm a Colorado boy, so these are just hills to me, but everyone around here thinks they're mountains. Anyway, I don't say that to brag, but I say that because I'm so utterly grateful. It's hard to contain myself. Just so grateful every day. Every day. I thank God for this place. And my heart goes out to those who desire this kind of home as well. And some point in time in your journey, whether it be this life or the next, you will enjoy as much as I'm enjoying here, probably more so. But anyway, this video is called The Y Guy, what is the video called? The Y Guy Perfect Love. All right, there's a difference, folks, between perfect love and love. And I want to point that out. But before I get into it, I want to invite any of my viewers to give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. I've been saying this on all my videos now. Please, if you give me a thumbs down, explain why, because there's obviously a valid reason why you did that. And believe me, I'm here to learn from you as well. We're all in the same boat. We're all here to learn from each other. If you give me a thumbs up, that would be nice too. Also, I wouldn't mind even further explanation of why, because you might add some things to this that I didn't think about. So I do appreciate that. I really do. Also, look me up on Facebook under a group called The Y Guy. My avatar name is Jonathan Jones. You can look me up on Facebook on that and enjoy the conversations we have with like-minded folks and not so like-minded folks as well, because I welcome disagreement, because that's good to disagree from time to time. Anyway, this video, like I said, is called The Y Guy Perfect Love. And you know, folks, everyone understands love to a degree, one degree or another. Some will say, well, gosh, you know, this murder rapist person who mass murder killed never knew love. Yes, they loved somebody. If not themselves, they loved somebody in their life. I believe that all creatures have been given the gift of love. Okay, by God, I believe that animals nurture and care for their young. I've seen it from the smallest animals to the largest, to humans, to every. But I believe every creature has been created with love, and been created to have love and to experience it. I just believe that. I don't have much to stand on that. Some will just say, well, that's just instinct. Well, I say it's their nature, their divine nature, you know, without sounding too new agey here. But I just wanted to express that everyone knows what love is, and the best definition, to one degree or another, and the best definition of love I find in the Corinthians that everybody's familiar with, that love is patient and love is kind, it doesn't envy, it doesn't boast, and it's not proud. It doesn't dishonor others, it's not self-seeking, it's not easily angered, and it doesn't keep record of wrongs. That's a biggie, that's a huge one. Put that in the back of your mind. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, it always hopes, and always perseveres, and because love never fails. Now that's about the best definition that I have ever heard in my entire life of what love is. That is an awesome definition. But also there's something to consider here, is fear's not mentioned anywhere in this. There's something different between perfect love and love, because perfect, the word perfect is not mentioned in here. The word fear is not mentioned in here, and yet perfect love casts out fear. I've heard it being mistranslated oftentimes, or misquoted, I should say, as perfect love casts out all fear. No, it doesn't. Everyone fears of something, whether they are in love or not in love in that romantic sense, but whether they're walking in love or understand perfect love or whatever. Everyone fears something, you know, from stubbing your toe to getting cancer to getting in a car accident to whatever. You know what I'm saying, okay? So it doesn't cast out all fear. So one has to ask themselves, what kind of fear does perfect love cast out? If you read the verse in John about perfect love, it says it in the same verse. It's not even the next verse. It says it right in the same verse. Fear of punishment. That's what perfect love casts out. Now, love just doesn't cast that out, but perfect love does. Okay? Every religious person, especially Christianity, a Christian person, they say that they're walking in perfect love. I'm here to say, no, you're not. No, you don't. And why I can say that so boldly is because as long as you hold on to a pagan doctrine, a man-made doctrine of eternal punishment, fear is going to be part of the equation. Now, it's just simple math, folks. It's just simple math. If you believe in a pagan hell, the existence of hell, which is not recorded anywhere in the Bible of ever being created, so someone else created it in the minds of men, if you believe in that, like I used to for over 30 years, there's always going to be in the back of your mind some form of fear of punishment, because the very definition of hell is punishment. That's the purpose of hell, is to punish. But yet perfect love casts out fear of what? Of being punished. So if you believe in hell, I guarantee you are not walking in perfect love. It's impossible. It doesn't add up. It's as simple as that. This video is going to be short, and I just wanted to make that point that you can't walk in perfect love and believe in a doctrine of hell. Now, sure, some people might say that, well, I'm not fearful of going to hell. But are you not fearful about the unbeliever going there at all? If you're not fearful, then that means you don't care. You see, it's a kind of double-edged sword here. So the point is you're not walking in perfect love as long as you believe in such an imperfect, man-made, paganistic doctrine that was invented by men. So research it. Prove me wrong on that. Leave comments and try to prove me wrong on this, because if you do try, your eyes might be open to some things. And if you ask yourself, well, then why is it in my Bible? That is the best question you can ask. And I challenge you, research that and find out who put it in there and why it was put in there. All right? And words don't always mean what on the surface of what they really intended to mean originally. And I've done enough videos on translations and mistranslations and the Greek and the Hebrew words. I've done so many videos on the word hell that I'm not going to get into it on this video. But I do want to challenge you. And as I always say, not always, but most of the time I always say, that was an oxymoron, to judge everything you believe by the fruit of the Holy Spirit and by the very character of God. If you believe in a place of eternal torment, does it bring out in you love, joy, peace, meekness, patience, kindness, gentleness, and self-control? Does it actually endorse that in your life? Does your belief in an eternal hell, does it endorse the very character of God? Does it complement the very character of God? God is love. And just even the definition of just plain love, that one of the biggest definitions in the middle of this is love keeps no record of wrongs. Isn't eternal hell an eternal record of wrongs? I do want to thank you for viewing. Be blessed.